Hello, Aatmn. Please unmute.
Simply center yourself by focusing on your breath. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in a lot of positive energy and breathe out stresses, worries, anxieties, or any toxic emotion that may interfere with your connection with the highest consciousness. Continue breathing in and breathing out. Switch over to normal breathing now. And you may open your eyes. Welcome to the Inner Wellness Meditation. I'm sure all of you have tried some or the other techniques of meditation. However, let me tell you, meditation is a way of life. Rest are all techniques. This also includes today's technique that I'm going to tell you and demonstrate. Some of my spiritual solution curriculum students would already be familiar and they might be directly or indirectly practicing this. So it's going to be a revision for them. And for most people, it would be perhaps something very new and innovative. Meditating with catalyst keywords. And it's so powerful that even those people who think that they cannot meditate end up meditating just in few minutes. The more you practice, the more you master, and eventually you make it a way of life. In the sense, you can be in a meditative space while doing your regular chores and activities such as cooking or ironing clothes or taking a morning walk or waiting for an interview. You can just get into a meditative space in no time. In fact, the whole life you can spend being in a meditative space. And for this technique, you do not necessarily have to sit in a particular posture, be very rigid, or observe a certain discipline or a time of the day. Nothing. Just keep reciting the statements as I teach you. We're going to conduct the sessions in 5 parts, and the first one is open and free for all of you. The next 4 parts are for certain students who have signed up for the entire course. In case you watch this and you want to sign up later, follow the link given or just connect to my website and you will learn it on your own. The beauty is once you learn this meditation and practice for a few days, it gets easy for you to get into meditative space in no time. Now, people who are seasoned meditators, they would wonder who's this person who's simplifying the meditation in such a short version through a video training. We've been meditating for years and we've been working hard and we've been doing our sadhana, and what are you talking about and how can it be so simple, so easy? Let me remind you, the world has gone through a massive advancement in all the techniques. Your grandmother was cooking food for hours, and today it is much faster. I know the taste would be different, but that doesn't mean that the fast cooking doesn't have taste, right? Or we used to walk for hours together to reach a destination or use a bullock cart. Today, we fly and reach in no time. For everything, there is an advanced technique available, and so is for the spiritual connection. If we care to integrate our ancient wisdom with modern techniques. What are these modern techniques and how have we got into it? These are the techniques I've got it in my meditation as well, and I've been guided to teach this. Teach this to the world, even if you do not follow up with 4 more sessions. If you can really understand this very well, you can expand and learn for yourself and make your life much more easier and smoother. There are so many benefits of meditating regularly. However, a lot of people, they say that I don't get that kind of time. I don't get that kind of peace of mind. I do not have the kind of circumstances, I live in a crowded place and there's so many family members, they don't let me meditate. I don't even get a minute to breathe. Of course, this sounds exaggerated. However, for some people, it's more like a reality. So this technique is for them, for modern life, for modern people, for modern understanding. And in no way it would be inferior, because if you'll experience this, you will know it for yourself. A lot of spiritual meditators have tried and told me that it feels blissful and amazing. And the best part of it is you don't have to quit any techniques or any streams. Whatever religion, whatever spiritual practices you're already doing, please continue doing. This is not an alternative method. It's a complementary method. You complement all that you've already been doing. The bonus is inner sense of wellness. Why inner sense of wellness? When you feel unwell in your thought, in your emotions, in your social life, in your relationships, in your finances, you need to feel extremely well, amazingly well, to be able to connect. A lot of people meditate to feel well. I would say start feeling wellness from within, and you naturally get into a meditative space. Now, this sounds very theoretical. However, we will just make it easier for all of us to learn this, right? I would invite any one of you to join me for a demo and we'll take it up. The only request would be to switch on the video if you're coming for the demo. Would that be fine? Okay, Snigdha. Let's Snigdha. Yeah, Sharon, thank you for offering, but I paid attention to Snigdha first. Yeah. Thank you, Snigdha. Okay. All right. I hope you're right now in a relatively quiet space.
Yeah.
Once you master it, you can do it anyway, wherever you are. Even I used to meditate while traveling in local trains in Mumbai, and it was amazing because you can easily do that. And a lot of people would wonder, what are you really doing? Like, how can you be so much at peace in such a crowded place? But yes, it is possible. Okay. So I'm just going to help you begin. I'm sure being a spiritual solution student, you've already done a part of it, right? So like meditation can be different for different people. We are just going to silent our mind to be able to connect to our soul. And through the soul, we are going to connect to a higher consciousness. So the pathway is from conscious mind to the subconscious mind, and from subconscious mind, we will connect to the soul, and through the soul, we will connect to the highest consciousness. Okay, that's how we will go. And eventually, once we enter the metaphysical realm, we can connect to different frequencies, and it gets easier and easier. For the beginners, it would be just going deeper into the subconscious mind. Most of the time, when we are awake, we probably do not connect with the subconscious mind. So today's attempt would be connecting to the subconscious mind. I'm going to give you theory a little later, but a demo first, because Snigdha is right in front of us, and she's graciously agreed to be a demo. Yeah, Snigdha. So we know the mind is like a monkey, and it will have thoughts. And the more we push these thoughts away, the more they will cloud us. And with the thought comes barrage of emotions. Okay. So all that I want you to do is keep sharing what kind of thoughts you have if they're not very personal. And if they're very personal, you may not share because this is going live on YouTube. So just give me a hint of the thoughts or hint of the emotions or the body sensations, because this is what cloud consciousness. So we're going to clear the clouds first.
Okay.
First thought.
I won't be able to drop my daughter today.
And you have a regret for that, or you have a guilt, or you have
Guilt.
guilt? Okay, let's just first address the guilt. Okay. So I revive my guilt. I'm allowing it to come up and not suppress.
Right.
I recognize my guilt.
I recognize.
I realign my guilt. I reorient my guilt. I reposition my guilt. Once again, I revive my guilt.
Guilt.
I recognize my guilt. I realign my guilt. I reorient my guilt. I reposition my guilt.
I recognize my guilt. I realize my guilt. I reorient my guilt. And I reposition my guilt.
Yeah.
I see two eyes.
You see two eyes.
In a
So
dark in a completely dark space, I just see two eyes.
Perfect. Just focus on those eyes. Do not shun them away. So tell those eyes, I revive you.
I revive you.
I recognize you.
I realign you. I reorient you. And I reposition you.
Yeah.
Revive you. I recognize you. I realign you. I reorient you. And I reposition you. I revive you. It's a blank space. I revive you. Yeah. I reorient you.
Yeah. So just be in that blank space till the time the next thought comes. You can take as much time as you wish.
What I'm getting next is gratitude.
Okay. I revive my gratitude.
I revive my gratitude.
I recognize my gratitude.
I recognize my gratitude.
I realign my gratitude.
I realign my gratitude.
I reorient my gratitude.
I reorient my gratitude.
I reposition my gratitude.
I reposition my gratitude. I revive my gratitude. I recognize my gratitude. I realign my gratitude. I reorient my gratitude. I reposition my gratitude. Blank space again.
Be in the blank space till the time the next thought comes.
The next thought is I need to focus on my breathing.
Okay. I revive my need to focus on my breath.
I revive my need to focus on my breath. I recognize my need to focus on my breath. I realign my need to focus on my breath. I reorient my need to focus on my breath. I reposition my need to focus on my breath. I revive my need to focus on my breath. I recognize my need to focus on my breath. I realign my need to focus on my breath. I recognize my need to focus on my breath. I reorient my need to focus on my breath. Blank space again.
Be in the blank space till the time the next thought or a sensation or emotion comes.
Okay, I just see umbrellas going in a circle now.
Okay. So focus on the umbrellas. Do not shun away that. And just say, I revive you. Just talk to umbrellas. Revive you.
I revive you. I recognize you. I realign you. I reorient you. I reposition. I revive you. I reposition. One of the umbrellas fell down now.
Remaining umbrellas, just address them.
The remaining umbrellas went away. Just the fallen one is here now.
Okay. I revive the fallen umbrellas.
I
Or you can address the fallen umbrellas and say, I revive you.
I revive you. I recognize you. I realign you. I reposition you. I reorient you. I revive you.
I recognize you.
I recognize you.
I realign you.
I realign you.
I reorient you.
I reorient you.
I reposition you.
I reposition. I revive you.
I recognize you.
I realign you. I reorient you. And I reposition you. Blank space again. Next thought is I need to sit straight.
Okay. I revive my need to sit straight.
I revive my need to sit straight. I recognize my need to sit straight. I realign my need to sit straight. I reorient my need to sit straight. I reposition my need to sit straight. I revive my need to sit straight. I recognize my need to sit straight. I can hear a cover sound. So now.
Yeah. I revive this sound.
I revive the sound. I recognize the sound. I realign the sound. I reorient the sound. And I reposition the sound. I revive the sound. I recognize the sound. I realign the sound. I reorient the sound and I reposition the sound. I revive the sound. Blank space again.
Be there.
My thought is images need to flow.
Yeah. So I revive this thought.
I revive this thought. I recognize this thought. I realign this thought. I reorient this thought. I reposition this thought. I revive this thought. I recognize this thought. I realign this thought. I reorient this thought, and I reposition this thought. I revive this thought. I recognize this thought. I see one black dot.
Perfect. Just focus on the black dot and say, I revive you.
I revive you. I recognize you. I realign you. I reorient you, and I reposition. Okay, the my me and my world is surrounding the black thought, a black dot.
Yeah, just visualize this picture and say, I revive you.
I revive you. I recognize you. I realign you. I reorient you. And I reposition you. I revive you. Recognize you. Realign you. I reorient you. And I reposition. I revive you. Now I see it going as a lotus upwards. I revive you. I recognize you. I realign you. I reorient you. And I reposition you. The lotus has brought down light into my world.
Yeah.
So can I address the whole thing? I revive you. I recognize you. I realign you. I reorient you, and I reposition. I revive you. I recognize you. I realign you. I reorient you, and I reposition. I revive you. I recognize you. I realign you, and I reorient you. I reposition you. There's a big lotus now, right in the center. I revive you. I recognize you. I reorient you. I realign you. And I reposition.
I revive you.
I revive you.
I recognize you.
I recognize you.
I realign you.
I realign you.
I reorient you.
I reorient you.
I reposition you.
I reposition you. I revive you. I recognize you. I realign you. I reorient you. And I reposition you.
Now you can go silent and need not utter a word because even that can disturb because you're going closer. You can only share what you see if there is any difference in what you see or feel or hear, right? So continue. I revive you. I recognize you in your mind. No need to, so that you get complete stillness. I realign you. I reorient you. I reposition you. I revive you. I recognize you. I realign you. I reorient you. I reposition you. I revive you. I recognize you. I realign you. I reorient you. I reposition you. If anything changes, you can share. Otherwise, just continue this. Doesn't matter even if you say the wrong order.
I saw a demon figure come out of the lotus. And with the help of a lot of gods, it changed to a god's figure. And they're all looking at me now.
So look at all gods and say, I revive you. I recognize you. I realign you. I reorient you. I reposition you.
they all went into a line formation with Lord Rama, I think, in the center, in the front.
Okay. Keep saying, I revive you. I recognize you. I realign you. I reorient you. I reposition you.
All the gods turned into a giant owl that is sitting on Lord Rama's shoulder.
Look at that picture and say, I revive you. I recognize you. I realign you.
They
Yeah.
said bye and went off, and I now have a blank space.
Be there in that space. Say nothing.
There were a few doors that I suddenly had to go through.
Yeah. So look at those dots and say, I revive you. I recognize you. I realign you. I reorient you. And I reposition you.
They're all going to the center of, I think, the universe.
Keep looking at that vision and just say, I revive you. I recognize you. I realign you. I reorient you. I reposition you.
So I got sucked into the center of the universe, and now there's light all around with a lot of molecules.
You have a choice to recite or just remain quiet observing this.
The image changed, so can I recite?
Sure. Okay, I'll leave you to continue with this exercise. So you've experienced blank space for a few seconds. And as you practice, the blank space will increase. And eventually you'll learn to live in that totally thoughtless, mindful space. And you will think whatever's necessary and what is beneficial to you. And your focus will be much more on the thoughts, and hence the thought manifestation will improve. Yeah. So as you know, this is so simple, right? Revive, recognize, realign, reorient, and reposition are those 5 magic keywords. I'm not getting into the explanation because it will require a couple of classes just to get that. You can either read the book Radical Crystalline Mind, or you can join us for Spiritual Solution Level 1 if you want to understand these words. And even if you do not understand and still use these words, it will help. Eventually, you can shorten them and make it a short form that is R5, which will also work amazingly well. And you will practice that in the upcoming classes. We also are going to work with clearing the past with the same technique, clearing our emotions, clearing our other blockages with the same technique so that eventually you ease your mind. So if there are stillness at all levels of our existence, we will naturally be in that meditative space. For that, you need to ease your inner triggering space. A lot of people go to the mountains, or they may go on a holiday, sit near the oceans. That can only cut down the external stimuli. What about the internal story? There are upheavals, unhealed emotions, so many unresolved thoughts and beliefs. They keep popping up like bubbles. They're not going to go away immediately, but as you practice this more and more, they will all settle down, leaving your mind still as calm water, and that will help you discover the pearls of wisdom from your subconscious mind. Whatever Snigdha visualized had a lot of meaning. However, we're not even getting there. We're just addressing every layer that comes in the way of a meditative space. And slowly you'll figure out that there's nothing but just a blankness. Does that scare you? Because a lot of people think that being blank is being stupid. No. In fact, too many thoughts are like too many children in a family. The resources get distributed. If you have lesser and lesser thoughts, you can apply these resources to enrich every thought, every desire, and life can enhance and improve. Snigdha, how are you feeling? Just could you share a little bit for everyone? Let me just spotlight you. Just a second. Yeah. How are you feeling? Just, we can't hear you. Oh, I can't unmute. Okay, just a sec. Just.
I'm just feeling very calm and I'm feeling blessed. And yeah, I think I'm just feeling calm.
Think of your daughter and the guilt of not dropping her.
She'll understand.
She'll understand. That's all. So keep practicing and you'll master it eventually. Yeah, sounds a very simple technique, but over a period of time, you'll enjoy the practice. Okay. All right. Any other question from anyone? Any doubt, any question, any query, any concern?
Ma'am, Gunjan this side.
Hi, Kunjan.
Ma'am, just had a question. So when we were beginning the meditation, you mentioned that we can connect to any consciousness. Um, any guidance on that? Like when we reach to a stability in our meditation,
Yeah.
how do we tap into?
So we are all connected to the metaphysical world, right? And periodically we do get glimpses and sensations.
Yes.
Many a times, most people are unfamiliar with that realm, so they block it. Secondly, the metaphysical world is like an open jungle. You don't even feel safe if you go unescorted. However, there are blissful frequencies
Hmm.
are connecting with you in the metaphysical world. Now, what we contact in the metaphysical realm is completely related to your healed or unhealed self. So the more you heal, you connect with higher frequencies, matching frequencies. If you're unhealed, you have your own beliefs or karmic background. You may connect to the frequencies to match your experiential needs. So as you start healing and enhancing your inner wellness, that's when you connect to the metaphysical world, and the frequencies that you connect with in the metaphysical world will be amazing and will add to your meditative experiences. However, if you connect to the metaphysical world without thorough inner healing, you may end up connecting with the frequencies which will add to your disturbances. So my advice to the beginners would be heal yourself, heal your past, heal your wounds, discover the inner sense of wellness before you venture into the metaphysical world for two reasons. One is to connect to the right frequencies, and secondly, connecting to the metaphysical frequencies when you are healed is effortless, easy. It's a breeze. Did I answer your question, or was I just slightly off tangent?
No, ma'am, it got answered in a different way, but yes, I got a lot of clarity from this.
Okay.
Thank you so
So
much.
heal and connect to the metaphysical frequencies. The other way around can make you psychic, but not spiritual necessarily.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Yeah. Bhavna.
Morning, Atman. Thank you so much. This is such a easy and effortless technique. I was doing it while you were working with Snigdha. Just one question. Uh, towards the end, like I was in this white light and, spent some time in that space. But then after that, I just started feeling a bit heavy-headed, like as I opened my eyes. Is there a better way to sort of come back out of the state? I mean,
Yeah.
then I grounded myself and now I'm okay. But uh, how do you, come out in a more easy way?
This would happen because you're going in and out. Slowly, you will remain there and you can continue doing your daily chores. So you don't have to come in and out. You learn to be there, number one. Number two, if this happens, the headache, okay, you can continue doing whatever and just say, I revive my headache, recognize my headache, realign my headache, reposition my headache.
Okay.
What happens is when you get into a meditative space, we have a tendency to have energies flying off track. Okay. Our energies, they tend to leave the body. We are going to learn to ground ourselves and meditate while remaining grounded in the body.
Okay.
And that's a matter of practice. So if you've done practices earlier also, there would be a tendency to escape, because a lot of people start their spiritual journey to escape the reality. So for them, there is an association of spirituality is equal to escape. Escape the body and escape of the material world. I'm not sure it's about you, but I'm just answering in a very generalized way. We need to clear this concept. You can be in this world, you can be in this body, and yet remain connected. You have to go nowhere. And you have to be right here and now in this very moment, totally grounded, being in whatever circumstances you are, and you can very well remain connected, because it's all about clearing the clouds and going nowhere. So
Right.
just address the belief that spirituality is reaching there.
Mm.
Meditation is being out there. No, meditation is being right here and now.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, that will reduce the shock of coming back to the body. Number one. And if that happens, you can easily just work with revive, recognize, and also the beliefs and the reasons why this is happening. And third would be come back slowly. Do not hurry up. Do not snap if that is happening too frequently. Temporarily, but eventually in a long-term solution, just address the reasons and belief why this is happening. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pauna, for asking this. If this would clear for a lot of people. Yes, Kavita.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning. Nice to connect with you after the retreat. Yeah. So while I was doing this, right, I realized that, I get very much triggered by the external factors that you were mentioning, right? So I want to more connect with myself. And I've been doing radical for a long time, and you know, I want to do it. I want to connect to my inner self. But while I'm trying to do that, I get, restless or triggered by the external stimuli that is happening around me, be it the domestic things or the kid or the family or whatever, the maid, the cook, everybody. So how do I uh, address that?
Just rather than trying to escape and clear that, say if there is a sound. Okay. So I revive the sound, I recognize the sound, I realign the sound.
Mm-hmm.
If it is noise, I revive this noise, I recognize this noise, I realign. Or if, if there is a temperature difference, or if there is an interference, or if there is distraction, just say, I revive this distraction, I realign. And suddenly you'll either find them calm or absolutely non-interfering. It won't bother you because you can't be waiting for the right opportunity to meditate. It's high time we learn to meditate wherever we are.
Exactly, ma'am. Sometimes when you mentioned, right, when I'm riding the bike, I actually start saying after statements and I feel so good.
That's a disclaimer I wanted to give you. Please do not do this while riding a bike or driving a car. That can potentially lead to distraction, because as you'll practice more and more, you'll become so calm and relaxed that you might even feel a little sleepy.
Okay. I mean, yeah, sure. And not in a very meditative state, but still in the signal. Yeah, sure, ma'am. I'll definitely take it.
But it's not that, because subconscious mind takes over, the subconscious mind will not let you go into the danger zone ever. Yet, it's my duty to tell you not to do it while you're driving. Okay. Or any dangerous activity like, using a sharp instrument or knife or something, avoid. But while you're doing your daily chores, you can do this.
Sure. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you for asking this. Anything else? So today we have already come to 8:45. I'll not be able to give you a very deep meditation. However, they're all there on YouTube, and you can listen to some of the guided meditations which are with affirmations, and practice tomorrow. We will be clearing the past triggers and learn to be in the now. So do join me at 8 o'clock and share this recording with a lot of people. Whether they join the course or not, it's irrelevant. The idea is to have many more people meditating regularly and making it a way of life, so that they all remain connected to the ultimate creator, so that we all remain in beautiful synchronicity, so that life becomes a very synchronized experience for all of us, which can restore the peace and harmony for everyone on this planet Earth. Thank you for joining. Love you.